Hello, and welcome to a new video where I will be talking about the new 1.17 Minecraft release and what they've added to the game. This update is slightly confusing to the players that aren't too sure what's going on due to the fact that they split it into two updates, which is strange. It's the first time it's ever happened, but I'm going to be dealing with the 1.17 update and telling you exactly what is in it. And yes, that's right, I'll be going through every single addition in the 1.17 update and showing you exactly what they've put in the game. As I'll be doing the same video with the 1.18 update when it comes out, make sure to subscribe. Also, if you're feeling it, please subscribe to my Twitch as I'm starting to stream there more and I would really appreciate the support. All links in the description. Let's get into the video. So you might have noticed from the intro that I've stood in this Amethyst Geode area, and this is the first new update which is in 1.17. In this Amethyst Geode, you will notice these crystals, which there is 4 different sizes to. There is a small Amethyst Bud, the medium Amethyst Bud, large Amethyst Bud, and then the Amethyst Cluster. And when you break the Amethyst Cluster, you will get the Amethyst Shard. These can be found throughout the map. They're somewhat rare, but not too rare. I found a ton while in spectate mode, and they're pretty easy to find. And here you will find the blocks around it. So there's the block of amethyst, which is the main one, the budding amethyst, which you will notice every now and again scattered around, the smooth basalt, which is around the outside here. It's a bit more, but I added this area, and then the calcite, which is around it as well. And that is about it for the amethyst geodes. Feel free to search it yourself. They're pretty self-explanatory, and yeah, that's about it. Other than that, it does sound really good to walk on. I will turn my music up. You can't really hear it. And they also sound amazing to place. Moving on. Next is the Lush Caves update, which unfortunately will not be in 1.17, but that will be in the 1.18 update when it eventually comes out at the end of the year. A few things that you'll notice straight away. It's very cavey. It's much more beautiful than the normal caves though. So straight up, there's the glow berries here, which you can place, you can farm them. I believe they're called the glow roots, but I might be wrong with that. These are only found in the mineshaft chests currently. However, when their 1.18 update comes out, they will be scattered around naturally and you can grow them and do what you want with them. Next there is the small drip leaf and the big drip leaf, which in my opinion is one of the best things in this new update. You can use these for different parkours like this. It's like a temporary parkour which you can try out, and then as you see it's gone back to normal, so it's like you can use it for parkour and it temporarily changes. Next is the hanging roots, which is not very pretty. It's one of the uglier things in this update, I think. But one cool thing about it is when you drop it, it is massive. Don't know why they've done that, but it is what it is. Next is the Spore Blossom, which I think is sick. It's just a particle machine, basically, which drops a ton of these. These will be found in the Lush Caves. Moving on to the Moss Carpet, which is pretty much a carpet, just textured as moss. Moving on to Rooted Dirt, you can't really see it. This looks like dirt. I don't think there's anything different about it, but it looks okay. Followed by the Amethyst Tree. Next to that is the Moss Block, which can be found in 1.17 Shipwrecks. They will be soon out in Lush Caves. However, as they are not out yet, you can only get them in the Shipwrecks. These are, in my opinion, really cool though, and you can use them for good builds. And then next is the azalea, flowering azalea, azalea leaves, and the flowering azalea leaves. These are really cool. They're like tree-like these things. Ooh. And they're just really cool, flowering ones. And these could be for builds, whatever you want really. And they just look really cool. And then here's the glow lichen. I don't know how you say it. These go on any block, as you can see, however you want, on the floor, on the ceiling. And I guess I meant to glow, but I've got full bright on right now, so you can't really tell. Moving on to the dripstone area. Here you can see there's pointed dripstone and dripstone block. I'll put myself in survival mode for a second. You can see the dripstone block here. It's ugly. It's not pretty at all. But I'm sure at some point in the future you can find some good builds of it. People are creative. You never know what can happen. And here are these pointed dripstones. As you can see, you can put on the floor and the ceiling, which is really cool in my opinion. People can work with that how they want. And this is the reason I put myself in survival, is because they're pointy. So if you jump on them, they will damage you. So you've got to be careful for that in the caves. Here is one on the ceiling, and I'm just going to show that you can also get hurt by them falling on you. Like that. I got damaged by that, which you've got to be careful of. Next is one of the cooler things here. I need to break these real quick just to show you. Basically, what is being done here, lava is a renewable source now. So as you can see, lava is dripping from up here through the dripstone, and you can now farm lava basically for whatever reason you need it. But yeah, over time it just slowly drips into here. You can use it for whatever you want. When I made this world, none of these were full. And now at the end of it, all 4, as you saw, were full up. So it just shows that they renew themselves. Moving on to the bucket of axolotl and the axolotl spawn eggs. These are, in my opinion, sick. I think these are really cool. They're one of the prettier mobs. They're really cute. Come in different colours. I reckon around here. You see yellow one. And white. Alright, here's just a few. So there's white, yellow, brown. I believe that's it. And then there's the same ones for babies. You right click the colour that you want, and it will spawn that colour baby. And it's as easy as that. With the bucket, it's basically like a bucket of fish, just with an axolotl inside. And it's as easy as that. Here you see the big drip leaf, I believe they were called. Just in use there. Next, we are moving on to copper, which is incredible because they've added so many different variants. It is mental. So many different changes. It's just a really cool addition to the game. I think these can be used very well in the future. Some really cool designs, I believe. And they look really good. They're just like the real copper. They change over time. So here you can see this is how it starts when you place the blocks. And slowly over time, they oxidate, I believe the word is. Yes, they oxidize. And they can turn into this. And then here you can see the blocks themselves. So, as you can see, from time, I placed these when they were just done. So let me get this out. This is how they started. But as after time, me not being here, they oxidated themselves. So, it doesn't take long, I don't believe, for them to fully oxidize. But it's a cool thing. Now, you might be wondering why I've got a honeycomb and a diamond axe here, and that is because you can actually wax them. So once I've done this, they cannot oxidize anymore. They're stuck how they are. But you can change that back with a diamond axe. Just right-click them, and then they can oxidize again. You can do these whatever you want. You can get a waxed ones. So here you can see these are waxed already, but these ones weren't. If you wax them, they will turn into waxed ones. But it's as easy as that, really. Here you can see the copper ore and the deep lake copper ore. They're really cool, really. They just do look good. Not much to say about this. And then the copper ingot. I think the copper ingot is a really cool addition. I don't believe there's any armor, which is a bit of a shame. I can check that now. Yeah, there's no armor, as I thought. So it's just for blocks, really, so you can make stuff out of your building, and it's made for that. Then moving on, here you can see the raw iron, raw gold, and raw copper, which is an incredible idea. This is, in my opinion, one of the best ideas they've put in. Basically, what you can do is, if I get a pickaxe here and mine this, I've got to be in game mode, survival, my bad. Here, look, as I break that, it turns into raw iron. If I go back into creative, sorry, and then I get a iron ore, you can see it does it here as well. So there'll be no more ingots to deal with, which can be a big relief on a lot of you guys. There is ingots in the game. I'm not too sure their use, I will be honest with you. I guess it's the same thing, just with raw iron. I'm not too sure what these do. I probably should have looked into that, but I can imagine you can make this into iron ingots, which drops more. So, not drops more, these drop more, but then once you get the ingot, you can put them into, once you get the raw iron, you can make them into ingots, sorry. And then here you can see the block of raw iron, block of raw gold, and block of raw copper, which really do look good. In my opinion, they look better than the blocks themselves, fully as ingots. So these are for building. This reminds me of glowstone. Oh, sorry. These remind me of glowstone. And then, yeah, they just look really good for building. Then moving on to the deep slate area. So as you can see here, I've got some deep slate here. There is a lot of variants. I think this is more than the copper. Yeah, it must be. So there's so many variants. So I'll just go through them real quick. Deep slate, cobbled deep slate stairs, cobbled deep slate slab, cobbled deep slate wall, deep slate tile stairs, deep slate tiles, deep slate tile slab, deep slate tile wall, cracked deep slate brick, cracked deep slate tiles, chiseled deep slate, infected deep slate. And that's all from this end. It's all deep slate really, which is added. And then from this end, you can have some polished deep slate stairs, polished deep slate. I think I put that in twice, sorry. Polished deep slate slab, polished deep slate wall, deep slate brick stairs, deep slate brick slab, deep slate brick wall. Sorry, it's a tongue twister. And then here you can see the deep slate different ores, along with the new textures. But yeah, this is all the new deep slate things they added to their game and all the variants. Now, this is somewhat pointless, but it's cool to have. So here you can see there's a sign over there. You have no clue what it says. It's just too far away. But with the button of right click, you can zoom in and you can see what is there. It's practically Optifine just in the game now. So you can make it if you don't have Optifine. So it's easier for those who do not want to mod or add their game. It's just cool. It's not, in my opinion, it doesn't change much, it doesn't add much, but it's one of the things that can be cool to have and could be very cool for some maybe roleplay Minecraft servers, Minecraft videos, and anything like that. Moving on to the lightning rod. I spawned the wrong side. So here you can see the lightning rod. Basically what happens is lightning strikes onto it. Unfortunately, I haven't got a clip of me doing this because I haven't figured out how to get the lightning onto it. I don't know how to get lightning, I will be honest. However, I will put a clip in now.
Lightning strikes hypothetically, it will allow you to obviously lure the lightning into a particular space. And something else you might have seen is that, wait, did you see that? The oxidized block, the blocks that were previously oxidized became unoxidized. When lightning strikes copper, it goes back to orange.
As you can see, the lightning strikes straight onto the lightning rod, and it also changes the block of copper to the oxidated fully version of it, which is really cool. I believe if you wax it, it doesn't change even if it's striked, but regardless, it is just a really cool thing they added, and it's really fancy. Moving on to this tinted glass section. So I'm going to cover this up. Unfortunately, I do have Fulbright on, but tinted glass stops light from coming in. If I stand on this, yeah, you can't really tell, but if I press F3 and look at light, it's currently on client light 0, which means there's no light. Mobs can spawn here. Literally, even if there's light outside, it does nothing. But the second I step on here, light shoots straight up to 13 and it lets light in because it's on the inside. And it's really cool, and I think that's just something that can really be helpful with maybe some mob grinders or anything like that, which people need to use. Moving on to candles, this is really cool. There's different colours, many different colours. I believe I put the same type here twice, I apologise. There's so many different colours, it's ridiculous. There's flipping every colour you can think of, there is a colour of it here. You can let me use it here. So look, you can put 1, 2, 3 or 4, and then with a flint and steel you light it and it goes here. If it is raining, they do not set out of light, they will stay there forever. And it's just really cool, really. I think it's sick. As you can see here, this is a birthday cake. You can only put one on. otherwise it starts eating it. But once you put one on, you can light that, and you've got a birthday cake. And then once you eat it, obviously it falls off, and that's that. Moving on to the glow squid or glow area. I've got the glow squid here. Unfortunately, they despawned basically. So let me place them in here. I'll do that. And it doesn't seem like it's glowing very much, but it is. It's glowing. It's because of my gamma 100. I probably should have turned it off, but these are glowing. It might be hard to tell, but they are bright, especially for the normal light right now. They do significantly glow. When you kill these, they drop glow ink sacks, which I think are cool for the reason of some of the things I want to show you now, which is this. It is incredible. It is a new way to do signs. If I place a sign here and type this, just with one right click, there you go. To change the color like I did, get your die and right click it, and there you go. It's glowing a blue sign. If I type like this, it does that as well. So it's just the glow which is different. Also, one thing I've been using this entire time is the glow item frame, which I think is so cool. It's just really cool. It's got a nice glow to it. So this is the next area. I've got some goats here. I'll start with this. There's the goat spawn egg, which looks like this. And these are the goats. They do make some sound. I think you typically find them on top of cliffs. I'm not sure if that's the only space. I'm sure you can find them in snowy areas. But there's a bucket here, and you can milk them for milk like cows. So they're really cool. They do make sound. They can be quite noisy, but it's part of the fun. And then over here, there is powdered snow bucket. You put this into a cauldron. I'm not sure if you can do this. So yes, you could pick it back up and have it into a bucket, and you can put them back in like that. You will sink when you stand in it, and it will have the effect of you freezing around your screen, and it will zoom in. I believe if you're on survival, you might die. Let's test it. I'm starting to freeze. Zooms in my screen. And there. So my hearts have changed and I start to die. It can be really difficult to get out, so I don't actually know how to get out. So I'm going to have to break it. I assume that's the only way getting out, breaking it. But that's cool. And then if you get leather boots, put these on. You can stand on it like this, and you will get a little achievement. Walk on Paddlestone without sinking in. So that's really cool. Next is the shulker area. Here you can see there are 2 shulkers here. They can actually reproduce now. So if one of them hits another, it should reproduce them. It's going to be hard for me to... Right, I'm going to die. Well, yeah, you get the point. Basically, if one of them hits another, it will do their little effect thing and it will spawn more, which can be good, can be bad. It's whatever you feel, really. They're a pain in the bum to deal with, regardless. So let me try one more time and survive. Oh, I'm going to die. No, I'm not even going to try that. But yeah, you can do that. Next is the textured ores, which can be really, really helpful for colorblind people. That's what it's made for. The diamond kept its authentic look. I think there's slight changes, but in general it's the same. Coal, redstone, iron, gold, lapis, and emerald are different. I will put on grayscale to somewhat understand what being colorblind is like. It's not the same, but it just simulates the effects. So you can see that they are different. Here you can see diamond, and then each of the other ores have their own look to it. It will take a while to get used to. Some of them look similar, like I would say the iron and coal look somewhat similar, but over time you'll get used to it and you'll understand it better. Now moving on to this area, this is the final thing in the entire update. It's not big, but it's cool. This is all about the cool updates. So the final thing is, in Mineshaft, you can actually find these chains. So here you see, it's got chains. My thing's broken, so this is fire. But yeah, as you can see, here are chains in a mineshaft. They are scattered around the place, but this is the only one I can find. So it must be somewhat rare. I'm not too sure how rare, but it is what it is. Anyway, that was all of the Minecraft 1.17 updates and additions they added to the game. please subscribe. Make sure to follow my Twitch if you want to see me do more Minecraft related content, play some games, and I will be uploading to my YouTube channel as well. Make sure to follow on both platforms to not miss out a single upload I ever make. As I said at the start, I will be posting about the 1.18 update when it's close to the time. I'll be showing you what is in it like I did here, and I will do more content like this if you like it. Anyway, thank you for watching.